And good morning, everyone. Today we are going to discuss. Already yesterday we have started. The topic is what biodiversity. What we are going to discuss biodiversity. Biodiversity. Already what we discussed in yesterday in bio about biodiversity. In yesterday we discussed about biodiversity. What is biodiversity? What we have discussed it. What is biodiversity? And levels of biodiversity. And before discussing about the levels of biodiversity, magnitude of biodiversity. What we discussed? Magnitude of biodiversity. Magnitude of biodiversity. Biodiversity. And third one, what we discussed, levels of biodiversity. Levels of biodiversity we discussed in yesterday. Okay, levels of biodiversity. Here the word given. Okay, what we discussed yesterday, we discussed about what is biodiversity. Second one is magnitude. That is what is the meaning of magnitude means. What the size of, that means it contain what biodiversity, it contain number of organisms. That is a size, large size of biodiversity. What type of organisms are having in biodiversity, that is we can call magnitude of biodiversity. As per IUCN in 2004, in 2004, the number of organisms in 2004, number of organisms are described 1.5 millions of organisms. We discussed about that one. What is biodiversity? The biodiversity means what? The biodiversity, varieties and variabilities of life. What is the meaning of varieties and variabilities of life? Different types of plants, different types of animals, varieties of plants and varieties of animals which are located in particular region, particular place, particular time. That is also we can call biodiversity. Yesterday I am given what, especially for 3-4 definitions of what biodiversity. Anyway, the biodiversity means for the life, whatever life is there, varieties of life, varieties of living things which are having in an earth. That is we can call especially for biological diversity. Nothing but we can call biological diversity. Okay, the scientist name is there. You used the word of what described, especially one sociobiologist scientist is there. He described about what biodiversity. His name is Edward Wilson. Try to remember who discovered about what, who used the word of what biodiversity. Edward Wilson. The name is what? Edward Wilson. He is described about what? First time he discovered the word. You use the term of what? Biodiversity. The name is what? Edward Wilson. So biodiversity means what? Level of living organism. That is the varieties of variabilities of living organism. Differences, variability means differences between the living organisms. Okay, which are living in particular region, particular plants and animals which are living in particular region, particular time. That is also we can call biodiversity. Varieties of life also we can call biodiversity. Varieties and variabilities of living organism on the earth. Variety and variability of living organism in an earth is called biodiversity. And second one, magnitude of biodiversity. Up to now we described 1.7 to 1.8 millions of organisms, but actually so many millions of organisms is there. Maybe in future, especially for 20 to 50 millions of organisms, we cannot identify that much of organism. Why? Because we cannot having that much of resources to identify. Compare with, for example, if you observe the insects. Insects means what? Arthropoda. Arthropoda is the largest phylum. In that largest phylum, millions of organisms is there. We cannot identify that millions of organisms, so that resources are not available. That much of resources to identify, to describe about that living organisms. So now, as per IUCN, International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, as per IUCN, now up to now, we described only 1.5 millions of organisms. That is we can call magnitude of biodiversity. That means which organisms are more in an earth, size of biodiversity. So after that one, levels of biodiversity we discovered. What are the levels? Okay, in levels of biodiversity, there are the three types of levels we discussed. One is species diversity. So first, genetic diversity, and the second one is species diversity, and third one we can call ecological diversity. Okay, all ecological diversity, also alpha ecological diversity, alpha and beta and gamma ecological diversity. So that ecological diversity is three types. Okay, so what is genetic diversity? Diversity in genetic level. What is the meaning of genetic level? That means in one species, varieties of living organisms is there. For example, in India, mango. And yesterday I am giving an example. In mango, if you observe what varieties or what, especially for diversity means differences in one species, a single species showing different genetic levels. That means different genetic level means what? Different type of genes, different type of number of chromosomes are different, number of chromosome, number of organism, number of what gene structure is different. So some organisms are showing genetic level differences. That is we can call what? Genetic diversity in genetic level. Example we discussed about what? In single species of mango is one type of species. Mango, how many varieties is there in India? Only 1,000 varieties of mangoes. 1,000 varieties of mangoes is there. So in mangoes are only one species only, but 1,000 varieties of mangoes is there. Variety, some are red, some are different yellow color, some are large, some are small, and different varieties of mangoes is there in India. And also we discussed about what? Rice, especially for Oryza sativa. If you observe the rice in India, only we will observe how many strains? 50,000 strains we will observe. What? Rice. So they're showing what? Genetic diversity. And one more important point we discussed about genetic diversity. What we discussed, Rauwolfia omitoria. What is that one? Rauwolfia omitoria. Rauwolfia omitoria. Raul. Okay, Rauwolfia omitoria. We discussed about this one. Omitoria. Already we discussed it yesterday. This is what, especially for it is releasing. The chemical name is resorpin. Resorpin. What is the use of resorpin? Malarian drug. Already I am told malarian drug, which is located in Himalaya region. In that region only, it is showing what? It is secreting resorpin. Resorpin is the chemical compound. What is whatever secreted by what? Rauwolfia omitoria. The Rauwolfia omitoria what secreting or releasing what? Resorpin, malarian anti-malarian drug. Okay, so this resorpin chemical composition is different. Okay, the chemical composition is different, and also what, especially for active chemical composition and concentration is also different in resorpin. So even Rauwolfia vomitoria also showing what? Genetic diversity, genetic level. That are showing one species showing in genetic level various type of differences. That is we can call one single species is showing what? Genetically differences. Already we discussed it. That is we can call genetic diversity. Okay, after genetic diversity, we discussed about species diversity. What is the meaning of species diversity? Species diversity means what? For example, in a particular location, varieties of species are living in particular location. Simple. It refers to the number of species per unit area. Number of species in unit area. In a particular unit area, how many number of species which are related? Abundance. Relative species also. Species evenness. Species richness is also depend upon habitat. That means in particular area, species diversity, varieties of species are living in particular area or particular region. Region means place. That is we can call species diversity. Already species diversity, for example, based on what habitat or region. Okay, for example, species evenness. Species evenness means what? Relatives organ relative Okay, abundance of species. For example, relative abundance of species means what? For example, Western Ghats. I am given one example yesterday. What I am given, Western Ghats, that means which are in North area, especially for Maharashtra is also Western Ghats only. In Western Ghats, number of amphibians or varieties of amphibian are more compared with Northern Ghats. Try to understand. Okay, for example, sorry, rough diagram. This is the India. These are the Western Ghats. Okay, this place. Okay, this place is called Northern Ghats. Northern Ghats, compared with Northern Ghats, especially Western Ghats, are more number of amphibians is there. That means what? Which species evenness is more in particular region. Species, they're showing diversity. Which diversity? Species diversity in different regions. So what, especially for already we have given, especially species richness. What is the meaning of species richness and species evenness we discussed? Species richness means what? Number of, for example, in particular unit of area. This is what? Particular unit of area, unit of area unit area, number of organisms are living, number of organisms are living in particular unit of area, that is we can call species richness. Try to understand. In particular area, number of organisms are living in particular area, that is we can call species richness. Species evenness means what? In particular area, number of relative organisms. Relative meaning is what? Which are what? Closely relatives. For example, amphibians. Amphibians are already all varieties of amphibians is there. All amphibians are what? Some related species only. So, number of relative, species evenness, species richness. That richness means what? Number of organisms are living in particular area. That is species richness. Number of relative organisms are living in particular areas. That's it. Species evenness. That is we can call species diversity. Varieties of living organisms are living in particular region. Varieties of living species are living in particular living area. That is we can call species diversity. Third one is what? Ecological diversity. What we are going to discuss it right now? Ecological diversity. Okay, ecological diversity. Okay, here ecological diversity. So I write here neatly ecological diversity. And what is the meaning of ecological diversity? It refers, what it refers? It refers to the diversity at ecosystem level. It refers to the diversity, it refers to the diversity in ecosystem level. Ecosystem means what? Group of biotic and abiotic components, especially for it is showing diversity in ecosystem level. That means they are showing different types of ecosystems. Diversity in ecosystem, varieties of ecosystem, nothing but we can call varieties of ecosystem. Varieties of ecosystem means what? Different habitations or different habitats. Okay, it refers to the diversity in ecosystem level due to the presence of more varieties of ecosystem and habitats. More varieties of ecosystem and habitats. That is nothing but ecological diversity. Diversity in ecosystem. Different type of ecosystems, different types of what? Especially habitat. Example क्या है? Example, different types of ecosystem, rainforest, deserts, rainforest, rainforest, deserts, wetlands, wetlands, and mangroves, coral reefs, alpines, mangroves, coral reefs, coral reefs, alpines, alpines, deserts. Okay, so many varieties of what meadows, deserts, so many varieties of what we are showing what ecological diversity in ecosystem is also not all ecosystems are not in same. The varieties of ecosystem based on their environmental conditions. So some are rainforests, some are desert, some are wetlands, some are mangroves, coral reefs, alpines, varieties of habitations or varieties of what ecosystems is there. That is we can call ecological diversity. Especially in India, if you observe, India has greater ecological diversity than Scandinavian countries. India has greater ecological diversity diversity India has greater ecological diversity Scandin than than Scandinavian diversities. It's the Scandinavian diversity. Scandinavian means what? There is a place of what? Norway. If you observe the Norway country ecological diversity, compare with the Norway country ecological diversity, India is showing varieties of what ecological diversity. What is the meaning of India? How India is showing varieties of ecological diversity? For example, in India, desert is there, rainforest is there, tropical rainforest, desert, and different situations is there. In India, only one place, one country. In that country, we are observed varieties of ecological diversity, varieties of ecosystems, varieties of habitations. Try to understand what I'm telling. What in some countries, Western Ghats is different, Eastern Ghats is different, and okay, especially North area is different, the South area is different, and also what Himalayas are different, and what Rajasthan is different, desert. So that what will be happening? One country is showing greater ecological diversity. One country is showing what greater ecological diversity, especially that is we can call ecological diversity. I'm already told ecological diversity is three types of ecological diversity. Again, ecological diversity is classified into three types. What ecological diversity? Ecological diversity, three types of ecological diversity. The first one is especially for alpha diversity. So alpha, okay, you're right in center. Alpha diversity. What is alpha diversity? Alpha diversity means diversity of organism within same community. Diversity of organisms, diversity of organism within same community. Same community means what? Group of population, group of same community. What differences in same community? That is we can call alpha ecological diversity. Don't confuse. Okay, so I will underline that sentence. Okay, diversity of organism within same community. Diversity in within same community, that is alpha ecological diversity. Next one is what? Beta diversity. Beta diversity. If you observe the beta diversity, okay, here the beta diversity, diversity between different communities. Diversity between different communities. Don't confuse different communities. Community means what? Group of animals or group of people, whoever is there, maybe human beings are same community. Human beings and other group is also maybe dogs or cows. Group is that is a different community. That means what? Differences here. Diversity between what? Different communities you can call alpha sorry, beta what, ecological community, beta diversity, and last one gamma diversity. And gamma diversity, if you observe the gamma diversity, so that you are right, gamma diversity, if you observe the gamma diversity, here the gamma diversity over the entire geographical area, diversity over the entire geographical over the entire geographical area, over the entire geographical area are diversity between different ecosystems, diversity between different ecosystems, different habitats, or we can call, especially for different habitats, we can call gamma diversity. So ecological diversity between differences in ecology in ecosystem, differences between the living organism same community, that is alpha, differences between different communities, that is beta, differences between different habitations, that is we can call gamma. So that what ecological diversity is three types of diversity in ecological level, that is we can call ecological diversity. So diversity, what biodiversity, levels of biodiversity is three types of levels of biodiversity. One is what species, genetic diversity. Second one is species diversity, and third one is what, ecological diversity. Now, what we are going to discuss about now, patterns of biodiversity. So, okay, what we are discussing right now? Just a minute, brother. Okay, now we are going to discuss about patterns of diversity. Okay, what we are to discuss about patterns of diversity. Patterns of biodiversity. Okay, what is the meaning of patterns of biodiversity? Biodiversity is not uniform throughout the world. Biodiversity, biodiversity, biodiversity is not uniform. What is the meaning of uniform? Not in same. Biodiversity is not uniform throughout the world. Throughout the world. What is the meaning of different pattern it is showing? What is the meaning of differences it is showing in different biodiversities? Biodiversity, that means what? Throughout the earth, in all ecosystems, all habitations are not showing same type of what? Same uniform biodiversity, uniform plants and animals. It is showing different plants and animals. Number of plants and animals are different in different regions. So that biodiversity is not uniform throughout the world. It varies with the changes of latitude and a latitude. For many groups of animals and plants are there in specific pattern diversity based on favorable environmental condition, because plants and animals are more diverse in areas which is best suited their survival. Following patterns of biodiversity, especially for in biodiversity, is not equal based on their environmental conditions. If environmental conditions, suitable condition, biodiversity more showing what? More suitable conditions means what? Temperature and okay, suitable habitation, suitable conditions showing more biodiversity. Showing what? Showing more biodiversity. More biodiversity. So we have to remember, based on the environmental conditions, what biodiversity is based on the environmental conditions. If environmental conditions are suitable in the region, more biodiversity. Showing what? Different types of biodiversity. Showing based on what suitable condition. So pattern, the first one we have to discuss about latitudinal gradients. What is latitudinal gradients? Okay, if you observe latitudinal gradients, species diversity decreases as we move away from equator toward the poles, especially for if you observe it there, this is a simple way to discuss about latitudinal gradients. What is latitudinal gradient? For example, this is globe. This is, we can call this region, we can call equator. Low latitudinal, especially for what we call, that is a low latitudinal region. This is, we can call equator region, we can call this the middle of the globe. Okay, low latitudinal region, that is what equator. These are north and south poles. These are the poles. If you observe the north and south poles, compare with equator, in equator it is showing more diversity, more biodiversity. The lower latitudinal region is the equator. Here showing what? More biodiversity, more plants and animals which are living in equator compared with what poles? North and south poles. North and south poles are higher latitudes, what less what, especially for biodiversity we will observe compared with equator. In equator it is showing what? More biodiversity. Especially why it is showing, especially for more biodiversity, latitudinal range to 23.5 north and 22.5 south harbor more species than temperature of polar areas. 23.5 north and 23.5 south. This is the region we can call tropic region. In this region, we will observe what we are observed. In this region, we will observe more species than temperate and polar species. Okay, in polar species, temperate means what? In polar species, we will observe very less. But in this region, this is the region we can call equator or tropic region. Equator or tropic region, what will be happen? We will observe more what, especially for more biodiversity. Okay, so patterns of biodiversity. Patterns means layers of biodiversity. In biodiversity is not uniform throughout the world. Remember, based on suitable condition, based on habitat, based on what favorable conditions. So in equator, in an earth, if you observe the earth, it is a low level of latitudinal levels, especially in equator region. Here we will observe what? More biodiversity, more plants and varieties of plants and animals in this region. More organisms are living in this region compared with poles. That is the concept. Compared with what? Poles. Especially for Amazon rainforest in South America. Amazon rainforest. Amazon rainforest. You know, these are called lungs of the earth. Important. Lungs of the earth. So, why? Because it is called lungs of the earth means what? Whatever we are utilizing the oxygen, whatever oxygen is what? Oxygen, 20% of oxygen is released by this forest only. So varieties of living organisms we will observe in this region. Which region? Tropic region. Which region? Amazon rainforest. Amazon rainforest is located in equator. Okay, Amazon rainforest in South America has the greatest biodiversity on the earth within more than 40,000 species of plants. Here what we are observed, 40,000 species of plants. 40,000 species of plants. That means species means what? Different species of plants. 3,000 fishes. 3,000 fishes and 1,300 what? Okay, 3,000 varieties of fishes. We will observe 1,300 of birds. 1,300 of birds and 427 what mammals we will observe in this Amazon rainforest. It is what greater biodiversity. Greater biodiversity. That means what varieties of living organisms are living in this region. How many? 40,000 plants, varieties, species of plant, varieties of 40,000, and also what 3,000 species of fishes, and also what 1,300 what birds, and 427 mammals and amphibians. And amphibians also. Amphibians we will observe especially in Amazon rainforest. So Amazon rainforest is called especially for greater biodiversity in especially greater biodiversity. It is located in South America. Okay, where it is located in? It is located in South America. South America. So which is located? That is Amazon rainforest. So okay, especially for if you observe it there, okay, these reasons for biodiversity in tropics. Why greater biodiversity is there in this region and also trophic regions? In trophic region, temperature were especially for normal temperature is temperature constant temperature. So why? Because here having what greater biodiversity. The reason what? Okay, temperature environmental and seasonal and more constant temperature is there here. Seasonal wise, constant temperature and more solar energy is available. Temperature is constant in trophic regions, especially for different seasons, and also what more solar energy. Solar energy also require plants require what solar energy. So more solar energy is available in these regions, available in trophics. So that what especially for in this region greater it is showing what greater biodiversity, which is showing greater biodiversity, especially in trophic regions are showing greater biodiversity compared with what poles. Compared with the north and south poles, it is the equator is showing what greater biodiversity. That is we can call especially for patterns of biodiversity. So biodiversity, you have to remember one part. Biodiversity is not uniform throughout the world. It is not uniform. Based on habitation, based on habitat, their situations, their atmospheric condition, environmental conditions, and suitable conditions, more biodiversity we will observe in equator. That is we can call patterns of biodiversity. Okay, now we are going to discuss about species area relationship. What we are discussing? Species and area relationship. Okay, now we are going to discuss about species and area relationship. Species and area relationship. Relationship. Okay, what is the relation between species, richness, and area? That is the we have to discuss about that concept. That concept is explained by Alexander von Humboldt. Explained by Alexander von Humboldt. Okay. But what? Explain the species area relationship. Okay, species area relationship. German scientist is explained what Alexander von Humboldt explained about species area relationship. Okay, simple. What is species area relationship? As per Alexander von Humboldt, if area is increasing, if area or habitat is increasing, number of what? Species richness also increase. Species richness also increase in based on area. For example, more space is there, more area is there, area is increased, automatically number of species which are living in that region is also increasing. Try to understand simple concept. As for him, what? Based on area, if area is increasing, what will be happen? The species richness is also increased. Species richness is also increased. When the species richness means what? Particular region, number of living organisms are living in particular region. For example, species what? Area is very small. Area means place. Okay, area is very small. Number of organisms are also living very less. But area is increased. The number of species richness, number of organisms also increasing in that area. That is we can call especially for species area relationship. So organisms are increasing and finally in one place organisms are constant. What is the meaning of constant? Means what? Equilibrium. It is not increasing in after. First of all, if area is increasing, number of organisms also increase. In one region, there are in constant. Okay, there are in constant. That is, it is showing by what? Especially for area, and also we can call especially for area and species richness. If you observe the graph, okay, this is the graph. If you this is a here species species richness, this is area. Okay, for example, area is increasing, what will happen here? The number of organisms also increasing, and it is slope, it is showing increasing, so that I am drawn like this. Increasing number of organisms are increasing at one region, the number of organisms are constant. Constant is showing by C or Z. Okay, constant. Okay, we are showing constant in C, or especially constant we are showing C letter. Okay, and constant and slope we are showing slope Z. This is slope Z. Okay, this is what? Increasing population, species richness. The richness means for number of organisms, and this is area. Okay, area. Here one formula they given one equation, especially for Alexander von Humboldt given one equation. Okay, log S is equal log C. Log C means what? In one place it is constant, and log C plus log Z. Okay, log Z or log Z log A. So here the given the one formula given. Okay, log S is equal to log C. Log C means constant and slope. This is the slope area, and also log A. Like A means what? Area. So that SC means what? Log S means what? Okay, species richness. How can we can identify species richness? Species richness is equal to what? Log C. Log C. What is log C? Log C is showing what? Especially for intercept. Intercept means what? Constant. Intercept or constant constant. It is showing constant. And okay, next one, what especially, okay, z is slope of line. Z is showing what? Slope of line. Slope, that is what? This slope, okay, wherever it started in slope, that is showing by slope of line. Slope of line. Okay, we'll discuss separately. This is about what, especially for species richness. Okay, try to remember what, if the area is increasing, what, species also increasing enormously, number of species richness is also increasing, and finally in one place they are in constant. Which is constant? Whatever species richness is constant, in finally species richness is constant in that area. So area, okay, area and species richness is, and two, these two are what, having some relation based on area only. Species richness is based on, species richness is based on area. If area is more, species richness is also more. If area is less, species richness is also less. Okay, try to remember. Log S means what? Log S means what? Species richness is equal. Log C means what? That is a constant. Which is a constant? This is constant, and plus, okay, slope area. This is what? Slope is log Z. Okay, so you have to remember that is a formula of what? Area and species relationship. Now, what we have to discuss about loss of biodiversity. Now we are going to discuss about loss of biodiversity. Why biodiversity is lost? Okay, loss of biodiversity. We are going to discuss it right now. So, okay, time is over. Only 4 minutes is there to do one thing. Tomorrow we will continue the class. Okay, bye everyone.